Johnny. Okay, so this is a perfect way to start this, because if you are somebody like Johnny who has 39 UTXOs, first of all, you're not plucked. You're in a really good spot, because there's very smart people who have said that in 10 or 20 years from now, when this whole thing plays out, not everybody's actually going to have their own UTXO. So Johnny, you're way ahead of the pack. You have 39 UTXOs. And the reason people say that is because if you really think about it, how expensive it's going to be to be transacting on the Bitcoin layer 1, everybody's going to be using Lightning. Nobody's going to be using Bitcoin layer 1 to buy a couch, or especially a coffee, or even a trip. I don't think people are going to be using Bitcoin layer 1 for that. I think it's going to be the countries, the big institutions, the people who are settling large amounts of money. They're going to be using the Bitcoin layer 1. Everybody else is going to be using the layer 2 solutions like Lightning. And so, Johnny, if you're in this situation where I think that a lot of people are right now, somebody who maybe dollar cost averages every month, buy some Bitcoin, you're going to end up with a lot of UTXOs. So this is something that you want to be considering right now. And so this is kind of my 5-step approach to doing this. If you kind of follow what I'm doing here, if you think that it makes more sense to move it to a Lightning channel and keep it there, then this is what you want to do. So the first part here is you want to consolidate your UTXOs while the fees are low. So like I mentioned, the Bitcoin layer 1 network right now, it's about 25 sats per VByte. That's kind of where I would be transacting right now. It'll cost you, depending on how many UTXOs, I think that it will be worth the consolidation. So what you're going to do there is you're going to take that wallet, you're going to set up a new transaction, you're going to move that to a new wallet. And if you're somebody who's been wanting to get like a cold card or a device like that, now would be the time to do it. So you're going to move that Bitcoin into a fresh wallet. You don't need a cold card, but a fresh wallet. And all of a sudden you consolidate that into one UTXO. So it's going to cost you a little bit for the transaction fee to do that, but fees are low right now. Fees are very reasonably priced. So consolidate that into one UTXO and use the Sparrow wallet to do that if you can. So the second part is going back to Friday's chat, determine how much you might want to spend in this next bull run. So if you have 1 Bitcoin, you say you want to spend a maximum of 5 million sats during the bull run. That's what you pencil in, 5%, 5 million sats. That's what we're working with here. Number 3, you download a Phoenix wallet. Very easy to do. Doesn't require any information. You just get it from the App Store. You set up a new wallet. And number 4, you write down your backup phrase. So the key here is that we're using a Lightning wallet like Phoenix that is custodial. So you can, is it custodial or non-custodial? I don't know. The point is you can actually hold your own keys. You have a backup phrase. If something were to happen to your wallet, your Phoenix wallet, you could use those 12 words and restore it. So that is the key. Before you move any sats or any Bitcoin into any wallet, you want to make sure that it has a backup phrase. So write that down on paper. And then number 5, you're just going to move whatever percentage you allocated to wanting to spend into the Lightning wallet. And I think you're going to have to pay about 10,000 sats to set up the Lightning channel with Phoenix. But once it's there, it's actually sitting in Lightning. So there's the Moon wallet, and this is kind of how I've interpreted it. But I've used the Moon wallet before, and I've used the Phoenix wallet before. And the Moon wallet, you can use Lightning and Layer 1 interchangeably, but it defaults to onchain. So if you're moving any funds, any Bitcoin into a Moon wallet, that's being held on Layer 1. And you move it from there, there's a swap that they do, move it to Lightning from onchain. With Phoenix, when you start that Lightning channel, when you set up that wallet, you pay 10,000 sats, but it's all being held in Lightning. So I think that is the optimal way to do it, is to actually hold it on Lightning, because if you're holding it on Moon, they only allow you to move X amount of sats on Lightning at a time. So it's not a true Lightning wallet at all, but Phoenix wallet is. So you can back up both those wallets, but that's the difference between Moon wallet and Phoenix. is that Moon's actually being held on chain, convertible to Lightning, and Phoenix is held on Lightning, convertible to on chain.